That is VHS tape. Works very well as an emergency pennant.
It's a place for small boats, hardly any big boats, because every boat in Blakeney has to sit on the mud. That's a good thing, I think. I was sounding with the pole and I could feel that it was quite firm. Hit the ground, and it does look lovely and sandy. Sandy bank. Perfect. In a few minutes' time, I shall be able to step over the side and inspect the prop. Immediately I can see that I have some crap around the prop. Well, that will be my problem. Bit of polypropylene. I had to get a knife to that then. Wow. I was going to take the boat to Wainfleet, but I've now realised that this place would be better. Because there's this, and then there's Wells next by sea, and then there's Brancaster, so there are 3 little estuaries to explore, and it would be good to do it and then move across to Wainfleet later in the year if necessary. So I'm going to see if I can find a mooring here somewhere. Just for I'll tell them it's 6 weeks a month, and I guess that's what it'll be. So that's my plan.
Jill turned up with the dog and we spent some wonderful days exploring Blakeney Harbour and were utterly enchanted by the place. Twice a day it drains almost completely, leaving a landscape of wide expanses of tide-sculptured sand and wadable creeks. Once the boat had settled onto her keels, we could head off to explore. Sneaking through the salt marshes and eventually out onto the 10-mile long 30-foot high bank of carefully graded shingle that is Blakeney Point.
You idiot. Did it attack you?
The waves of the North Sea get stuck into the job of creating new geography. At times, in its recent life, it's been growing westwards at the rate of almost 100 yards a year. from the air you can see that it has carved around, creating new tips. The geologists say that it's done this at least 12 times. It's great to walk on this amazing landscape, when even on a bank holiday you can spend hours and not see another person. And clearly the massive natural sculpture encourages people to leave their own, sometimes bizarre, works of art.
It's a smiley face.
The area is a real mecca for massive flocks of birds. The numbers and species varies through the year as different groups stop by to refuel for journeys ahead or for doing a bit of breeding. Out on the tip of the spit, the seals while away their time, providing entertainment for boatloads of tourists on 1-hour seal spotting jaunts from Blakeney or Morstan. The point is popular with the seals because every time the tide rises or falls it brings masses of fish right past the spit. Easy work for these lovely laconic creatures. When the tide returns, you can raise the sails and head off down the scores of navigable channels and creeks, with the tide pushing and bumping us along. Blakeney itself used to be a proper port for the export of grain, but the channel leading to it has silted up so that it's small boats only that can make it all the way to the town quay. It's a lovely town, but too many of the cottages and tiny terraced houses have now been taken over by the affluent southerners. The place is popping with activity in the summer, but in the winter it pretty much goes to sleep. As a sailor, one of the wonderful things about the place is that Blakeney is a free harbour. It has no harbour master and is run by a committee of users, so people like me can stay here for free. For the whole of June, my life was controlled by the weather and the rhythm of the twice daily tides. When I could walk, sail, cycle, read, write, sleep and eat was more or less out of my hands. And some evenings I would sit and just watch the sunset, listening to the pure, natural sounds of the harbour. Just thinking about my time there brings back that inner calm. What more could a small boat sailor want?